was hopeful when that Skordisari made a mockery out of Dotos's demands. Compensations. Dotos wanted an excuse for war. The Singidian were too smart to bite. Then that queen of ours had to shove her nose in it. Now we need to burn some towers again. I hate fire, I really do. Dipax, vocal member of the Arsonists, Dacian mercenary bowman band.
The new Dacians will show up sooner or later, but we were ready for them. We had what they wanted. Balakisia. On top of it, we offered them 400 heads of cat. That slave bitch wanted blood. She actually claims she is our queen now. Such nonsense. We freed Balakisia and gave him his armor back. Told him to deal with his wife, minion, Singidian noble.
Was hoping not to fight today, since some of the men they gave me to train in command used to be Balakisia's men. They speak highly of him, Dancibalos, captain of King Dotos chosen spears.
The autumn of 274 BC, after uniting the whole of Dacia, securing its eastern borders by repelling the Catiaroi, King Dotos set his eyes to the west. Pannonia, a province many Dacians believe is just an extension of Greater Dacia. Naturally the next target for the ambitious king, since the Skordisci harbored Balakisia, the former king of Pelendava and Queen Doina's former husband. King Dotos tried to use that as a pretext, and matched on Singidan, the Skordisci capital and Pannonia's de facto capital. To his dismay, the local nobles in Singidan immediately agreed to his demands. They offered to not only provide Balakisia's head, but also compensations. 400 heads of cattle, more than a fair exchange. Just as it seems King Dotos's casus belli was rebutted, Queen Doina rode forward and claimed ownership of the city, as a Skordisci herself, and now a queen. Her claims were of course refused by the Singidian nobility. King Dotos, enraged by the situation again refused to siege. He ordered an immediate attack.
And here we are at another video from a guy who can't enunciate numbers yet insists on doing so. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the 15th episode of Let's Get It On. And here we are with our angry King Dotos, jealous King Dotos. He wants to conquer a city, and mostly because it is harboring his wife's ex. Let's take a brief look at Zigindum, the city, one of the loveliest maps, mostly because of what is that? This lovely Lethus. I don't know why, but this yesterday at night I ended up staring like 5 minutes at this. I don't know, just a weird calming effect it had on me. But look how nice the map is. Anyway, we can't really see Balakisia, but we will. He is somewhere over here and we don't have eyes on him, but we will see him. Spoilers alert. And we have gathered here today in two major assault parties. This is gonna be the main assault party that will go through the gate, the sacrificial unit of spears, and the brave naked men, and at the end the youths. And I have on the sieges the two units of Sikas. And the horses. Hopefully we will once again, like in the siege of Sarmisegetusa, we will find a nice gap and creep inside. And this is strike force number 2, led by our friend Dancibalos. Well led, he's leading from the behind. And here again we have Sikas on the siege, and all the slings led by Dipax. Well, he's not the leader, not officially, but I guess it's him. Was one of those with, oh no, this one, yeah, dirty guy with the crazy hair. He's not the official leader. That would be the paymaster, but the men follow what Deepak says. And let's actually start, because we're starting with him. Just like in our last siege of Sarmes Jituza, he will lead his brave men, the unit we call the arsonists, to burn down the towers. We will start by burning this tower, and then we will work on the other two towers. And let's see what the Scordisci have for us. It seems that they only have 2 or 3 units here, and most of the army is at the gate. Ooh. Well, and that was it. I think one full volley is enough to put 100 fire damage on a tower, and then we just run away and reposition. Let's take the bird-eyes view on the situation. This is Strike Force Danzibalos, and this is the main army. I like how he tells them what to do. Like the animations on the unit leader is really nice. When they will stop and shoot, I will actually look how he gives them orders. It's just beautiful attention to details from whoever did this. I don't even know if they modded it or if it was in the base game. But just, I don't know, makes me happy. Ooh, yeah, they're getting. It's raining, I guess. It's raining pilums. And we already burned the second tower, and this will be the third tower. And now we are waiting. We are waiting for the towers to actually burn and collapse. One already collapsed, and after these two will collapse, we will start trying to burn the gates. Because last time the archers didn't manage to do that by themselves. So we will send them together with the sacrificial unit of spears, the lambs to be slaughtered. At this point, you don't see me, but I was freaking out because I was pressing the gate, you know, like a teenager seeing a clitoris for the first time, just furiously clicking it, and nothing happens. And then I realized it's because I have the pilums. They still have the 2 ammunition of pilums, the unit of spears. So we actually had to throw them before we could assault the gates. And of course we were not hitting anything, just nothing but wall. And this was a bit of a waste of our ammunition. And from like an immersion point of view, this is kinda silly. I mean, this is just a pilum, you know. Put it down and then throw the torch, I guess. What are you throwing? So I don't know. I'm iffy about the whole thing. Yeah, these are torches. And now we will just wait for... no, I don't think we were waiting until the gate broke. Yeah, we already sent the Seekers on their slow march to death. The main Seekers and the Danzibalos Strike Force Seekers. Oh, and here we also sent the Slingers. Since, I don't know if it actually helps or not, but I saw here a small... curvitude, if that's a word, and I don't know, I think, or at least it should, but I don't know if it actually does, helps with the angle of the shooting slingers, because it looks like they can actually hit them here. So let's watch them pelting the enemy. I think they are doing some damage. Yes, they do manage to get to them. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, you die, you die. And here we're, oddly enough, we're barely getting any opposition. Because, I don't know, there was a unit here of civilians, and they just run away. I don't know, reposition, like, here we are jumping in, and like, no one wants to try and stop us. It's really funny how the enemy, the Scodicei, really concentrated on this part of the city where they have the buildings, so it's, I don't know, very immersive, because they are concentrated more on defending their homes rather than the actual city. Like, you know, look, they're not really opposing us here. They are running towards their homes. Or maybe it had something to do with us breaking the gates. And now we will see a wonderful... I mean, are you in the mood for some fried Dacians? Because they're throwing oil at us. I've never actually seen this in any Total War game. And also in the Siege of Southern Sagittarius they didn't do that. So I don't know what prompted them to doing that. Maybe the unit of civilians that actually ran on top of the gate. And that was actually very, very painful. They wiped out almost half the unit in a most painful way. Look at them, all crispy, finger-licking dead. And here we are. This is like not how I envisioned a gate attack. Oh, this was a nice kill. This is a really very light storming of the gate, but slowly everybody's getting more into it. Let's check the other flank. Here we got even less opposition, because the unit of slings or bows, whoever were here, they really got pelted by the slingers. And after their leader guy died, they broke and they ran away. So yeah, this is actually us flanking them. Hello, we're just killing the people who are running away. And I think, yeah, I also started sending the Volksmen. And now we're gonna get some really nasty fighting at the gate area. Now, the main problem with such siege battles is that, again, there isn't much room to maneuver. You just send in units and hope for the best. I don't know, these are nice visuals, but again, tactically not much to see. Look at them, wow, they're really eager. Are they running away or just what are they doing? But it looks like the AI is trying to do something, trying to weasel some of his lighter units, the civilians, they're actually getting in between us, trying to separate the second unit of folks that are coming up the walls, but all they are doing is pinning themselves between two superior forces. I'm not charging in yet because I was hoping to create a gap for the cavalry, and yeah, that's not going to happen unless we're gonna discover the secrets of the Scythians Eugenie and levitate the horse. We can't really charge with them, but we are slowly hacking our way in. Actually, let's pause a bit and see if we can see the man of the hour. He was here somewhere. Yeah, here he is. This is, in our headcanon, former King Balakisia himself. After they basically they imprisoned him, then they realized, you know, just giving him up won't help them. So they gave him back all his armor and enlisted him basically. So here he is with some loyal men waiting to I don't know, kill his wife. Former wife. And let's see from the flank. Yeah, Danzibalos himself is oh, actually, yeah, this is Danzibalos himself. He just hopped in with his chosen spears, and he will slowly flank like oh, no, this is Danzibalos. Yeah, and he is charging into the fray. This is actually a really nice charge. Look at them. So this is why they get the bonus to charge. Looks so magnificent. So we are charging with them, and they're also trying to reposition with some other units. But all this time we are getting shot at by the Celtic archers, and there is really nothing we can really do about it. Now this is also was somewhat of my mistake, because I thought that all I needed was to take basically get victory points, just take over the hotspots of the city, and I was slowly doing that. But what you're actually supposed to do, let's pause a bit, is take over only this part. This is the chieftain's hut, and all I had to do was send units here and take over this. But I didn't do that, so I didn't cheese it. We actually fought this to the bitter end. We are doing our best to reposition, but it's really hard when you have such a mass of men. I got some really nice screenshots here. Got all the compliments from Discord. This is a nice flanky flank. Well, let's get philosophical again as we watch men die. You know, there's a quote that actually really bugs me. It goes by, it doesn't matter what war are we talking about, you won't find winners there, both sides lose. Tell that to Carthage. Balakisia is slowly showing up. Yeah, he's slowly getting involved. He's a smart man, not eager to die. And here he is, Balakisia himself, surrounded by some men. He is facing a smorgasbord of spear units and even youths who managed to wiggle up front. This is some really nice maneuvering on my part, if I may toot my own horn, stopping the enemy from reinforcing while we are slowly cutting them down. But we did lose a lot of men. Mostly folksmen that came through the gate. They really got hacked down. And if you look closely, you might notice some weird clipping, mostly near the bodies. This is something really weird that I'm only noticing now when I'm editing. This isn't something that I see in the game itself. I think it has something to do with my recording software, which I won't name. And then it also downgrades the whole game to 30 frames per second. So game does look better. I don't know if I should say it. I mean, I assume most people know that when you record something, it downgrades it. At least the frame per second. It looks way worse than it does live. And at this point, yeah, we are even starting to bring our cavalry in, because we kind of have the room to maneuver. Well, more or less. This is a really packed-in city, so there's really not much room to maneuver inside. Because even if we get the cavalry in, then, you know, we can't really go around anyone. But what helped with moving the cavalry is now the archers are shooting at our cavalry, who are armored and at least dressed, unlike our folksmen who really got shafted. And here is Balakisia fighting for his life and honor, and actually fighting really well. These are some youths trying to prove themselves by being the one that kills Balakisia. But he's no slouch. He's a true Dacian. He knows how to fight. Look, here he's almost dead, but no, he gets up and just fights back. You can't get me with those maneuvers. Oh! Didn't expect that. Okay, he just clobbered him. Not even a sword, just a club to the face. And yeah, this is the demise of a Dacian king. How is that for a divorce, Balakisia? Papers served. Oh, and we missed the main part. We got our cavalry in, and we were charging at the enemy cavalry. At which point we won. We just won. So I imagine it. I think it's like, mechanically speaking, is because of enemy losses. But role-playing point of view, as we were charging them, the nobles just surrender. You know, they sounded their trumpets, ordering the surrender of the city. You know, like, don't kill us. Okay, you won. Just let us ride out of the city, and we will just give the city to you. And Dotos is like, okay. Really bitter because as he was riding inside the city, he noticed that maybe he should have been more patient. Maybe he wouldn't lose such a big part of. Oh my god, this is actually a mountain of corpses. Maybe he wouldn't have lost so many men if he would have starved them for a bit. So yeah, this was the siege of Sigundum. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. The showing of the numbers will again be brief. Just like the last siege, we lost 700 men. It's as if we didn't learn much. The main casualties we suffered were on the Volksmen, specifically the ones that went through the gate. But the real MVPs are actually the unit of spears, just normal spears that we sent to burn down the gate to cover for the archers. And they, despite going in first and getting boiled on with the boiling oil, they still suffered less casualties than the Volksmen. But the Volksmen and the Sikas got lots and lots of kills. We were really superior fighting men. The only problem were those pesky walls. So yeah, that's all, folks.